Hello everyone. So once again welcome to 9th standard maths class. Already we taught I took 3 classes. Now it is 4th class in the same lesson polynomial. So last class I completed exercise 2.2 in that third bit. Now we are going for the last bit of the exercise 2.2, that is 4th bit. So in this 7 sums are there. I took selectively 4 because very easy and we also did in online classes. So let me to explain one more time what is the main concept of this 4th bit. Let me to read question. Find the 0 of the polynomial in each of the following. So last class what I did, I checked whether given values is 0 of the polynomial or not. So I verified. Here we need to find the 0 of the polynomial. We need to find. They verified, here to find. Okay. Find the 0. How to find? Very simple, already you know. See. First one. So P of x is equal to x plus 5. So you equate this to 0. Why? Because if it is a 0 of the polynomial, then definitely P of x is equal to 0. Correct? No? So what I told, 0 of the polynomial, it is a value for which polynomial becomes 0. So that's why we need to equate this part to 0. X plus y is equal to 0. Then what is the value of x? X is equal to minus 5. Definitely. You observe, if you got x is equal to minus 5, you substitute in x place, definitely your P of x becoming 0. So 0 of the polynomial is a value for which polynomial becomes 0. Okay. Then what is the 0 of the polynomial? Here. So x is equal to 5. Therefore the 0 of P of x is equal to minus 5. So this is the answer. Very simple. I told in the beginning. Just to equate the things to 0 and find the value of x. So that is a way how to find 0 of the polynomial. So let me to see second one. This one I want to take 1 second. Okay, third. So how it is? P of x is equal to 2x plus 5. Once again same procedure. What we need to do? Equate 2x plus 5 to 0. So 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. I want only x. So keep 2x here. Send this remaining things to RHS side. So we already know when we are shifting things from LHS to RHS. So the terms are changing by sign. So plus 5 becomes minus 5. But I want only x. What is x? We already know x is equal to minus 5 by 2. Keep in box. So that is answer. Means that is the 0 of the given polynomial. So once again you can write 0 of the polynomial P of x is minus 5 by 2. Very simple. So here you observe this one. P of x is equal to 3x. P of x is equal to 3x. Once again we need to make it 0. So equal to 0. 3x is equal to 0. Okay. Let 3x is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 0 by 3. So 0 by 3. Definitely it is 0. So what is your final answer? X is equal to 0. So this is the 0 of the polynomial. So you go back and check it whether it is 0 or not. Definitely. So substitute the value of x is 0 in this polynomial. Definitely 3 into 0, 0. So that is our answer. That is our verification whether we found the answer is correct or not. Okay, finally. So finally I am going for this. What it is here? P of x is equal to Cx plus D. But condition they gave, C is not equal to 0. Here C is not equal to 0. Then suppose C is not equal to 0, then who is becoming 0? We'll check. So, what is the question? P of x is equal to Cx plus D. Once again, same procedure, equate that RHS part to 0. Cx plus D is equal to 0. We need only x, send remaining terms RHS side. Cx is equal to minus D. I already told, when terms are moving from LHS to RHS, they are changing by sign, plus to minus. I want only x. Then what? Minus D by C. So this is the answer. That is the 0 of the polynomial. P of x is equal to Cx plus D. Definitely you substitute this in given polynomial, so definitely we are getting 0. So in this way of 4-5 sums, we understood how to find 0 of the given polynomial. So what we need to do, let me to tell one more time, equate the RHS part to 0. Equate to RHS part to 0 and separate x, means keep x in LHS side and send remaining all terms to RHS. So when you are shifting to that side, definitely changing of sign, dividing, so many things will be going, so many operations are going, and finally we are getting in all the place x value. What this x value box I shown, I represented in box, they are the 0 of the given polynomial. So next we are moving to remainder theorem. So remainder theorem, factor theorem, these two are theorems will coming, but only we are going to motivation, means we are going to give the importance for the statement. So if you understood the statement and with the example, definitely what is the use of remainder theorem in solving polynomials, you are going to get the idea. So let me to write remainder theorem now. Remainder theorem. So what is use of this theorem means, to find remainder we need division process. By doing division only we are getting remainder, but in this theorem we are getting remainder without actual division. See that one. How? Suppose example 27 divided by 6. So before going to the statement, we need to understand examples, then only we are understanding statement very easily. Okay, 27 divided by 6, what is the remainder? Correct? How? What is the procedure? We know 6 dividing 27 means 27 divided by 6. What is the remainder? 6 4 ja 24. 3. So this is our remainder. If we use this remainder theorem, definitely we are getting remainder same without any process, means this long division method. So that is use of this remainder theorem. So let me write first statement. Afterwards I will explain with the examples what the terms included. Right. So remainder theorem. If p of x is a polynomial, P of x is a polynomial. Okay, P of x is a polynomial of degree. P of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. Greater than or equal to 1. And let A be any real number, any real number if P of x is divided by the linear polynomial divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then remainder is P of a. Okay, so let me to explain with examples. So this is a statement. I will tell you shortly. P of x is a polynomial. Definitely degree is equal to 1 or more than 1. It is not accepting less than 1. Already I told in polynomial definition. Okay. P of x is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. Definitely it is greater than or equal to 1. How we are writing? N is greater than or equal to 1. Okay. So this much will be coming in this notation. In symbolically we can tell easily. N is the degree. Okay. And A be any real number. Definitely if you took any number, highest we are going to tell real number. So real number is a group of all type of number what you are seeing in books, okay, in your life. Real number is the biggest set where we contain all types of number, any type of number. Okay, A is any real number. Okay, what happened? This P of x divided by, if the polynomial P of x is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, definitely polynomial dividing by another polynomial only. P of x is divided by linear polynomial x minus a. Linear polynomial is power 1. Okay. So this is important. Then the remainder is P of a. What changes took? P of x is a polynomial. We got remainder P of a. Means x becomes here. That is the main concept. What x is there? Value of x will becoming remainder. It means you take this value, suppose x is a, you substitute in the given polynomial a, then definitely what you are getting answer, that is the remainder. So let me to tell in with one example. So if I took one example, then you are easily understanding. Let P of x is equal to x square minus 2. Suppose x square minus 2. If I divided this by x plus 2, if I divided this by x plus 2, okay, then what is the remainder? So remainder is question mark. Remainder is equal to question mark. Okay, you observe, if I am dividing by this, definitely it is a factor. It is a factor. So that's why I am dividing this given polynomial. So we need to find the x value. So equal to 0. X plus 2 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to minus 2. X is equal to minus 2. Substitute that x is equal to here. So that is p of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 whole square minus 2. That is 4 minus 2. That is 2. So p of minus 2, p of minus 2 is 2. So this 2 is called remainder of the expression. Remainder of the expression. So that's why it's shown here. If it is a polynomial, if it is divided by linear polynomial x minus a, definitely if equate x minus a is equal to 0, then x is equal to a. Definitely x value will be becoming a. So when you are substituting x value in the given polynomial like this, what you are getting? So that is our remainder. So here we not use the long division method. We are not using long division method. By the help of remainder theorem, we got remainder directly. So this is the benefit of remainder theorem. I hope you understood remainder theorem statement. Just concentrate on the statement. What? P of x is a polynomial of degree n is equal to 1 or greater than 1. And a is any real number. If the given polynomial divided by linear polynomial x minus a, then what? Then remainder is p of a. So just hold the statement in your control and understand things like this. So that becomes very easy. Now on the basis of remainder theorem, I am going to show some sums or examples through exercise what we taught already. So by that doing exercise part, you are getting maximum idea how to get remainder without any long division method. So let me take that exercise sums. What is that? Exercise now 2.3. It is purely based on remainder theorem. Exercise 2.3. Exercise 2.3. Right. What is the first question? What is the first question? Find the remainder when is divided by they gave so many linear polynomials. One is x plus 1, second one is x minus 1 by 2, third one x, fourth one x plus 5. Fifth one, 5 plus 2x. So always I am telling, before going to answer part, try to understand question. So always you have to give the importance for the question. What question is telling us? Find the remainder. We need to find remainder of what? This polynomial by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small polynomials. Means in each case, we need to find reminders. Okay, how? So already our reminder theorem helped us. If p of x is a polynomial, then in this linear polynomial, what we are getting value of x, so that becomes remainder. If you substitute it in the given polynomial, that becomes your remainder. Let me do one example. One sum. Okay, let always polynomial in x. Why? Because variable is x, then your polynomial x. P of x is equal to. For all case this is same. For all case polynomial is same because they gave one polynomial for all. Okay. Now x plus 1. We need to divide this by this polynomial. If we use long division method, it will take him lot of time to find reminders. But this very fast by using remainder theorem. Right. What we need to do? We need to equate to 0 because it's a factor. Then definitely the polynomial will become 0. X is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1. So take this and substitute it here. Now P of minus 1 is equal to okay. Now what I did? I shifted x from minus 1. So replace all x by minus 1. Now try to open the bracket. How? Negative to the power of odd number. Negative to the power of odd number is always minus. That is minus 1. Negative to the power of even plus 1 into 3 plus 3 plus into minus minus 3 plus 1. Observe these things. Same number with opposite sign. Minus 1 plus 1 plus 3 minus 3. Easily they got nullifies. So what we got? 0. For P of minus 1, what we got? Remainder 0. So sometimes a division is completely divided means maybe remainder will come in 0. Complete division took means the remainder is 0. So here it is 0. So what is our important thing? What is the remainder of this given polynomial when divided by x plus 1? Therefore this is 0. You write a conclusion. Therefore the remainder of P of x is equal to 0. Okay? So like that we can find for all things. We can find for all remainders. Right. Let me to tell about this. Second, x minus of, once again x minus half is equal to 0, then x is equal to plus half. Already we know this. Equate to 0 and get the factor value. X is equal to half. What is next? Substitute. Now p of half is equal to. So now I am not writing question once again here. So in this question only I told in the beginning, for all linear polynomials, question is same, polynomial is same. So for this, to this we need to divide from all the linear polynomials. Right? P of half whole cube, here 3 of half square, 3 into half plus 1. So what I did? I replaced x by half. Okay. What is next? Open the bracket. 1 cube. 1. 2 cube. So it is not 2 3 just 6. 2 cube means 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. Once again. First to open the bracket, afterwards multiply to outer term. 1 square 1. 2 square 4. Plus multiply upper part. 3 1 ja 3 by 2 plus 1. Now 1 by 8. Multiply this 3 by 4, 3 by 2 plus 1. Is it remainder? No. We need to do simplification. It is in what? It is in fraction. So it is in fraction means we need to go with LCM. LCM addition means fraction addition means we need to go with LCM. And after finding LCM we can figure out to answer. What? See, let me to tell LCM, how to remove LCM. So already we know in the primary classes, how to remove. 8 4 2. So 4 2 8. Multiply, divide by is common. So like this. Finally 1. So what is LCM? 8. So this is the procedure how to find LCM of the fraction. But you was smart, if which is the direct method you can write. We can write 8 is the LCM. How? See, 8 is a number in which 2 and 4 are the factors. 2 and 4 are the factors of 8 means directly you take 8 as LCM. So this is another shortcut method. It's depend upon your thinking. Means we need to check whether 8 is the number in which 2 and 4 are factors are coming, multiples are coming. Definitely you can take that. No sir, otherwise you can use this method. So safe method and you are getting always correct answer. Okay, what is next? After finding LCM, we need to find what is the answer of this addition. Okay, LCM. 8 divided by 8, what is this? 1. 4 2 ja 2. 2 4 ja 4. 1 means 1. 1 8 ja. Now you multiply 1 1 ja 1. 3 2 ja 6. 3 4 ja 12. And 1 8 ja 8. Now you add it. 12 plus 8 20. 20 plus 6 26. 26 plus 1 27 by 8. So this is our remainder. So what is the remainder? Therefore remainder is equal to 27 by 8. Here I took two sums. By using these two linear polynomials, I find remainder of this given polynomial. How? Let me tell one more time. Equate this to 0, find the value of x. I got x is equal to minus 1. After that, take polynomial, in that substitute x value. What is x? Minus 1. I am replacing x by minus 1. Okay. After substitution, what next? We need to open the bracket. See. It means negative to the power of odd, negative, negative to the power of even, positive, positive into 3, 3, plus into minus, minus like that. So afterwards, cancellation. Finally our answer. That is our reminder. So like this, here also, I found the value of x and I substituted in this. After doing simple addition, subtraction by LCM by taking of LCM now we already know it's 8. So this is simple fraction addition. So by that we got remainder. So in this way you can find remainder without any long division process. So this is the help given by remainder theorem. So in next class we are going to continue this exercise. Thank you, Anand. Have a nice day. So we completed first two sums. Now I am moving for another 3 linear polynomial. By taking these 3, let me to see what is the remainder of that polynomial coming. Okay. So once again, same procedure we are going to use. Different remainder coming. Okay, no problem. Right. I hope you all students understood by these two examples. Now let me to finish this. See, little bit here confusion. Third one. So third one is a polynomial. Definitely it is a linear polynomial because of power 1. Little bit of confusion. What is the x value? So I want to tell you. Suppose x is alone, then x value is 0. So what is here? X equated to 0 means itself is the value. We need to equate the 0. When you are equating 0 only x, definitely that will become 0. So take this value. Once again same procedure. How to find remainder? Let me to show once again. Okay. As usual, p of x is x cube 3x square plus 3x plus 1. So what we need to do? So substitute the x value to find remainder. So that is what remainder theorem is telling us. Okay. P of 0 is equal to 0 cube 3 into 0 square plus 3 into 0 plus 1. So definitely 0 into anything 0. So finally what we got? 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. So what is the P of 0? That is 1. It means the given polynomial divided by this linear polynomial x, what is the remainder? So remainder is 1. Remainder is 1. Okay, let me to tell another sum. Now fourth one. So fourth one is x plus pi. So x plus pi is a linear polynomial. By dividing given polynomial by this, we need to find remainder. Once again, what is the procedure? Equal to 0. So x plus pi is equal to 0. Then x is equal to minus pi. X is equal to minus pi. So we need to substitute in that polynomial as usual. Now p of minus pi is equal to, replace all x by minus pi. Minus pi whole cube plus 3 of minus pi whole square plus 3 of minus pi plus 1. So what I did here, I substituted the values of x. After substitution, what is next? Open the bracket. Right. Minus pi to the power of 3. So minus to the power of odd, minus. That is pi cube. That's it. Plus 3. Minus pi to the power of 2. means negative to the power of even, plus. So 3 pi square, plus into minus, minus 3 pi, plus 1. So don't bother about the things, just you take it this as the remainder. No need to substitute pi value or not to make burden. So he is asking pi value, so he is asking a remainder, then what we got, that much only is a remainder. So therefore remainder of p of x is, write this one, minus pi cube, 3 pi square, minus 3 pi, plus 1 is the remainder. See, we found remainder for this also, this also, this also, this also by using remainder theorem. So what we observed here, without any long division process, we can find remainder by using remainder theorem. So let me to finish this last one, 5 plus 2x. So when you are dividing given polynomial by 5 plus 2x, so what is the remainder? Okay, fifth one, 5 plus 2x as usual equal to 0. Find the value of x. 2x is equal to minus 5. X is equal to minus 5 by 2. After getting x value, once again we already know, substitute in the given polynomial and find the remainder. Yes. Now p of minus 5 by 2 is equal to minus 5 by 2 whole cube plus 3 of minus 5 by 2 whole square plus 3 of minus 5 by 2 plus 1. So as usual open the bracket. Negative to the power of odd, negative 5 cube, 5 into 5 into 5, 125, 2 cube, 8, negative to the power of even plus 5 square, 25 by 2, 2 means 2 square, 4. Next, plus into minus, minus 3 5 are 15, divided by 2, plus 1. So once again you remove this bracket, 125 by 8, 25 3 are 75 by 4, minus 15 by 2, plus 1. So once again fraction operation we need to do, fraction. So fraction plus minus. So here we need help of LCM. So already I told how to find LCM. So once again we are using that method to find the LCM. You observe carefully. 842. 842 means 2 4 are 8. 2 and 4 are the factors of 8. So you can take LCM directly, 8. So LCM is 8. What next? Take LCM. Divide the LCM by this denominator. 8 1 ja, 4 2 ja, 2 4 ja, and no means 1, 1 8 ja. So you already know in primary level how to do fraction addition. Now 125 ja, 125, 75 2 ja, 150, 15 4 ja, minus 60, and 1 8 ja, 8. So we need on simple things here, means we need to simplify. 125 plus 150, that is 275. Here minus 60 plus 8, minus 52 by 8. Okay. So check it once again. 275 minus 60 plus 8 minus 52. Now we do this simplification. 5 minus 2, 3. 7 minus 5, 2. And this 2. Right? So what is your answer? 223 by 8. So that is our remainder. Therefore, remainder of P of x is 223 by 8. this is the completion of this exercise 2.3 in that first bit. So another 1 to 2 bits are there. We will going to study in coming class, means tomorrow class. So I hope you understood. One concept we used, what is that? Take the value of x and substitute in the given polynomial. What you are getting p of respective value is our remainder. So thank you everyone. We are going to meet next class. Have a good day.